Hi YouTube. Just giving an update on my post-concussion syndrome. As you can see, I'm not wearing sunglasses today. My light aversion has gotten much better. I still put them on if I go to my downstairs where there's a lot of natural light, and I'm filming this in my bathroom. My bathroom, I have regular light bulbs, but wherever there are fluorescent lights, they seem to bother me a lot more. So I will wear my sunglasses then, but I'm trying to introduce myself to, more light. My sound aversion, though I don't have my earplugs in right now, my sound aversion is still pretty severe. But I did meet with the neurologist yesterday, and his bedside manner, let's just say, was just horrible, horrible. He actually had me in tears. But he did provide me some insight, and I will be seeing an ear, nose, and throat doctor now because he does believe I may have injured or damaged my auditory nerve or my cochlear nerve, he said. I think he had a very heavy accent. So I need to see an ear, nose, and throat doctor to take a look at my ear, my left ear, although the sound aversion seems to be in both ears. But, if there's anything else that I need to be doing other than taking meclizine, I want to do that so that I can get better and back to work and back to doing what I want to do with my family and whatnot. This is a very frustrating situation to be in. I felt like the neurologist he kept saying that my symptoms are all subjective and nothing that he could prove, which made me feel like he was saying I was not experiencing them at the time, which upset me. And, prior to this, things were going very well in my career. Things were going well in my life. I've had a lot of stresses. My mom has vascular dementia and Alzheimer's, and I have 4 children and a husband, and regular daily life issues, whatever. But things at work were going very well, and now I've been off of work since January 24th. So this is not something I wanted to happen. Things were going very well for me, and I want my life back. And it made me feel as though, I was exaggerating my symptoms. But, my husband luckily spoke up and said, look, I've never seen her like this. And I think I mentioned before, I've run marathons, and I'm not like the typical runner looking person, but I push myself, and I'm able to push past pain and discomfort to do the things that I want to do. But with this, I just have not been able to. I was concerned also because this doctor didn't even take like a history. I've had 5 other concussions before. He never asked anything about that. It just seemed as though he was annoyed that I was in his office. So it was not a good experience as far as that goes, but he did give some insight about the sound aversion, which right there I just had like a scrambled, foggy feeling in my brain. But anyway, I just wanted to provide that update. I also had my daughter cut the back of my hair because it was bothering me just laying on it all the time. So if you notice my hair's a little shorter, that's why. And I did have some energy, and I put some makeup on today because I just hate looking gross. But anyway, that's my update. And, if you are experiencing post-concussion syndrome, you have to be your own advocate, because it seems to be something that, I don't know if it's just here in the States or if it's just Western medicine, but, because they are subjective, I guess, like the neurologist said, that they're subjective symptoms, you have to be your own advocate and get the help that you need to get to feel better. You know how you're feeling, and, it's right now, if I were to hit my head again or get into an accident, or I can't even drive, being in the car with cars going past literally makes me feel like I'm gonna vomit. And so I can't drive, but I have to protect myself, and so I want to go back to work as soon as I possibly can. But right now, looking at a computer screen, just ain't happening. It's not happening. It gives me an extreme headache. It makes me more dizzy than I already am. I also am only able to be up for maybe an hour at a time, and then I need to lay down and rest. It just completely fatigues you. And so basically what I'm trying to say is, you know your body, you understand what you need to do. You know, rest definitely helps, but if you think something else is going on, you need to just search for that answer, search for the right doctor. I will never go back to that neurologist again. You know, even if something happened to my brain, that would not be where I would go, because he was so uncaring. And, you know, if you happen to be a doctor watching this, bedside manner, I mean, that is important. And I went to this neurologist. He was a specialist, and I'm sure my insurance company is going to be paying him a lot of money. But I also went online and provided a very poor rating for this doctor, because it was just ridiculous how rude he was to me. So, you know, just remember, we are human beings, doctors out there in the world. And luckily, my own doctor is my primary care physician. He's wonderful, and he has been so compassionate and so empathetic and understanding that this is not normal for me. He understands I'm a tough person, and I, you know, I'm not like a crybaby or whatever. So he is completely validating what I am feeling. But this neurologist did not. So, you know, just make sure you're looking for the right doctors, doing what you need to do for yourself, and search out alternative therapies, things like that, because this is the rest of your life. I am not going to feel like this the rest of my life. I don't want to go through the rest of my life feeling dizzy or just deal with the symptoms that I'm having. And it's not going to happen. I'm going to continue to search and fight for myself until I find the right place to go to get this fixed. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, just stay positive, keep fighting, keep going forward, and don't let anyone make you feel like you are not experiencing what you're experiencing. I have tried to be honest with myself and tried to push myself past, and I've made myself so sick, where I'm literally shaking and throwing up because I've exhausted myself. So so listen to your body, find the right people to help you. I luckily have a great support system. My husband's been very you know, very supportive. My sister has been very supportive, and my kids have had to step up and cook and do things. But I've literally been in my bedroom, darkened bedroom, since January 24th, and here we're on March 2nd, I think. So anyway, and today's actually the anniversary of one of my concussions when I was in a car accident when I was 16 years old. So one of the 6 concussions that I've had now. So anyway, take care of yourself, and thank you for listening. Thanks. Bye.